Where are we at? Tore this place up.
Speak, Saturnin. This latest wound he has dealt may be fatal. He need only for us to succumb, and then he can find these sorrows. So that is what we will deny him. Let our losses harden our resolve. Where once we sought victory, we shall now seek attrition. Fae are the embodiment of magic. When a delver takes the burden of winter from a fae, those burdens are in the form of magic. Over centuries, these magics have been collected, contained in a secret location. The sorrows that Saturnin seeks. That will not stop the Tuatha. We must find the sorrows. Only two Fae, the eldest, who reside in Damelrock, know where they are. The way to the eldest is blocked by the Great Scale, a mighty spell which you must bypass.
These bitches are so incapable of doing anything for themselves.
You must kill beasts on the pans of the scale. Death is the only weight it will bear.
Well, you guys are a cheerful bunch. These... Never mind. So, where the fuck am I going? We just came from there.
Greetings, Siegebreaker. Although there is much that must be done, I have time to talk.
Farewell.
I thought she came with us. Oh, really? I'm gonna F around and find out. Oh, man. Long day today. Yeah, he can't even be here right now. He literally can't be here. I'm getting attacked by things that aren't even in this zone. almost all crits now. Basically, everything's a crit. Like I said, anything around the high 60s to the 70s. Thought I'd already at least discovered this. Maybe you can't unless you have the quest. That's probably because I'm 99% sure I've been here because, well, no. Yeah, I would have found that too. Whatever. That's an old Dark Souls thing. Bitch.
You may think I'm lying, but unfortunately I'm telling the truth as I saw it then anyway. This thing was a fleeting companion, but a companion nonetheless. Do you hear? It's the earthly moans of time. Listless motes of cavern dust, the crumbled ruin beneath our feet. All the ordained path of the blessed. You have found their way, their home, their solace. You are near them. I was wrong.
Yay! You're freaking, you're freaking Skelly, homie. He's all gets all excited. uh, Come on. Well, that's not friggin' disturbing at all. Oh, flawless sharpening handle. Yeah, if I could get some, what do they call it? Mitharan Prismir Chakram Disc. Oh, that's a sick ass weapon. I mean, and kind of as we're leveling now, I mean, we pretty much capped our damage. Like our gear isn't gonna scale up much more. Yeah, it's not going to scale up much more. I'm going to explore some of the side stuff, because, honestly, XP and leveling is all I really need now. I would like to get, I don't know, I guess scaled up to, or leveled up to where, I mean, we're probably already there, to be honest. Yeah, I'm wondering what finding all these demon-looking things is. Shit. Damn it. Wonder if I wonder if grabbing these chests or whatever is actually going to make it harder at the end, or easier or something. As a shadow prism, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's where that Bansheean, or whatever you want to call it, is. Okay, so we just got to go up here now. Okay, so I guess we technically could have come and explored this place. I mean, you got to stand on one of the scales and bring enemies to you. God, I said, but I mean, and I don't think you get XP for the enemies you kill. I don't believe this is a farm spot. It actually might be. It could be a farm spot, I guess. Let's see if they just give you credit for these guys. No, no XP. Yeah, see, yeah. So, no, you can't use this to farm, which is so clever, man. No, they shouldn't let you cheese this. Cheat with it. And they don't drop anything either. I don't know if there's speech checks here. I'm really not sure. Might be. I don't think so, but might as well check, right? Take a look at it.
How curious. You are mortal, but your steps resound with a burden greater than any one mortal might ever hope to bear. More curious still is your presence here. The great scale is not idly moved, nor is my reverie broken without cause. What is your purpose? And so I am finally exhumed, but Bizarane is not the King of Sorrows from whom I hoped to draw summons. Indeed, I know the location of the Sorrows. They were never meant to be retrieved, but neither were they meant to be exploited. Before I go, I must request that you rouse my counterpart, Kaelrod. The ages have sent our paths together. I will not break it now. When we first came to this place, we vowed we would not see each other until our contemplations were complete. I thought that day would never come. As I was on one side of the scale, you will find him on the other. I will leave this cell and wait for you to find him. Goodbye.
So this is sort of like a love story type thing, too, in a way. Oh, god damn it. So I gotta go back around the long way? Oh, it's kind of bullshit. Could have opened that door, too. Wow, bitch. Go do this for me, and I could make it easier, but I won't, because go F yourself. Wow. Thanks, bitch. Thanks for that. Beautiful.
Sorrow precedes you, mortal. It is almost enough to shift the great scale on its own. It has been centuries since my reverie was last disturbed. For what cause are you here? What could a mortal possibly want with me? I have heard of your work in reaching Alarain. If she wishes to aid this King of Sorrows, then I will echo her approval. But learning the location of the Sorrows is not merely answering a question asked. More than knowledge will be needed to reach the Sorrows. We will meet her in time. You must be patient, mortal. Very well.
Want to walk a little slower? I'm just saying. Just asking if you want to walk a little slower. Russell. Russell. Russell.
And so the eldest look upon each other once more. It has been some time since I have seen Alarain, mortal.
Okay, yeah.
For that I am thankful.
Yeah, y'all go
But
find a
Vizerain will need
room.
more
Y'all
than
go find a
knowledge to
room and
reach
tell me where to.
Sorrows.
Okay,
You will need a
I got
key
shit
which
to do.
lies in
Y'all
Sincere,
got a whole
the
room
hollow
here
of the
to.
Weeping
Y'all can
King.
just bang on every piece of furniture in this whole place. Can I just?
That is correct. It is a difficult thing to ask of a mortal. A Fae would be better suited to navigate the hollow. But time is fleeting. But you will not perform this task alone. One of us will aid in recovering the key from Sincere, and the other will instruct Vizerain on how to reach the Sorrows. It falls to you to choose.
I wonder if the one that you take with you, the other one dies or some weird shit like that or whatever. I'll take the chick because.
Let it be so. She will accompany you to Sincere, and I will return to the House of Sorrows to
I mean,
instruct
he apparently knows
Vizerain
shit about
on
this
how to
and.
claim the Sorrows. I wish you luck in your task, mortal. Keep well after Alarain. Very well.
I mean, you could have done that shit the whole time. You could
Then
just.
we leave Kaelrod to the instruction of this King of Sorrows.
Oh,
It
she
is
got those
perhaps
Fae
the
blades.
best choice. It is suited to him after all.
I'm not a
I will
huge fan of the
saddle
Fae
step to
blades. They're
Sincere
supposed to be
and wait
fast.
for
I
you
find them a
there.
little bit
We
slow.
must move quickly.
And
Goodbye.
you can't do really cool assassinations with them either. I feel like you should be able to do really, really, really cool assassinations, but nope. Okay, so that's what it took to get this to open. You're not gonna let me farm some XP? I can't farm any XP, asshole. Yeah, this whole thing is like holding the waters back. I guess these are sigils, magical enchantment things, barriers. It'd be cool if you could like attack them enough to break them and turn this into like a waterway, like a Darksiders 2 type thing, to where once it becomes a waterway, you swim to a certain place and find some hidden loot, but that's like the only way you can get there. I'm not gonna lie, man, the XP is pretty decent per fight now. That fire thing is, yeah, it's a little bit OP, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's like even enemies that are immune to it still get like knocked back by it. Well, at least I've already discovered this. That's good. So everybody's here.
Go on, go on. You mean your deadly little shadow?
You deadly
I
little
love it.
shadow.
All smiles now, but it's just so she can get close enough to stick her knives in you.
Only to my enemies.
Now,
So
go
watch your
show
mouth,
that
short legs.
little magic.
Watch your mouth, short legs. Damn, why did all, oh. Dude, if that's all I could get out of making some daggers. But no, that 13%, that's like two different. Nah, I'm not gonna, yeah, I don't think I could craft anything even any better than that. I really don't think I could. Crit hit with magic, don't really care. Plus one of sorcery abilities. That's a rune. That's an epic rune crafted into these. Which I can't get it back. That 12 fire, ice, and lightning damage. Fuck, I think that's all. You know, I'm gonna keep whatever's giving me that. So I'm gonna try to. I might break down both of these, just because I can. To be honest, those are obviously better. 2 utility slots could be crit chance and something. Ooh, that 84 burning? Holy shit. But I'm not, wasn't really going to do fire. I was going to do ice and lightning. To be honest. That's definitely going to be a fire disc, though. Definitely going to be a fire disc. I don't know. I don't see myself using that, but whatever. I'll take my 10% chance to crit and all that other cool shit. That's what I'll take. +1 to all sorcery abilities. I've already got all that. Okay, so like if I want to ignore this 7% chance to crit, damage resistance at 9, I see how nah, that's kind of garbage. But if I find something else that's got like +1 to all sorcery abilities type thing, I might take that because there's a ring that I have. 15 chance. See, that's fucking ridiculous. I'm using 19% damage, period. But that's, see, that 15% chance to crit plus 30% damage. Oh my god. And that 15% chance to crit and 15% crit hit damage. I've just been taking these. That's 12% and 15% of the primary damage things, but that's just 30% damage. Like, dude, that's just fucking sick. I would take, I would still just take the damage overall. Sorry. I still take that, but like, dude, let me see if Peacemaker is, there's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there are some items that are glitched. They just don't work. They don't, they say they do this, they don't actually do it. Dude, that's so sick it actually works. Man, I gotta take that 30% damage. That's all damage. That, see, like I like my melee weapons and my chakrams too. That's all damage. See, it's that the +1 to sorcery abilities though. I want to keep that. See, this is where rogue armor would be great with the mage right here too, because you get an extra piece of gear. Your robes take the chest and the leggings together as one piece. So with any other armor set, you get an entire extra piece of armor to enchant with. So with like your chest armor, like you can do some slightly different things. Like you could craft something that gives you like shit +1 to all abilities, or like +2 to like the first 4 tiers of all 3 abilities or whatever. You know, you could do shit like that. Um, see, I hate to say it. I would almost I could do this. I could do this instead of that. And I could do this instead of that. And that 15% chance to crit hit, I could do this. I could do that. I can get my +1 to all my sorcery abilities back. This is weaker, but I'm making up for. I mean, no, see, I got 20% damage in that too. In the shield, like that shield is legit. It's a lot of passives, shit ton of armor, shit ton of damage, shit ton of elemental resistance, and even some crit chance. I just really, really, really don't want to get rid of this ring. I don't have to right now. That 30% damage is just fucking stupid. And see, that's like guaranteed crits and guaranteed crit damage. Problem is, I want this +1 sorcery ability. Because it does give a nice buff to like all my spells. Like everything, even Skelly Bro is stronger because of it. Notice he doesn't die, he just times out. Like, seriously. Like he can tank and shit now, and he has like, 15 or 20% crit chance. He's got all this really cool shit. I went to go visit my folks and their dogs yesterday for my birthday. And my mom's like, "Well, I got a dessert." We got fish tacos. Blackened fish tacos for lunch, whatever. It was a late lunch, whatever. She wanted to get something to eat. They're like, "Well, I don't care if you want anything to eat, but we're hungry." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, get whatever." "Well, how about some, like tacos?" I'm like, "Tacos? Oh, well, okay. I might have to have some of those." And so we got fish tacos, blackened fish tacos, and then we had chocolate caramel turtle. You could just call it turtle pie. It's basically just chocolate caramel, some nuts, usually like pecans or something like that, and friggin' whipped cream. That's basically all. And just some crust, whatever pie crust, graham crackers and stuff. Anyway, it was friggin' awesome. It was like what do you call it? Uh, Sara Lee. It was like a Sara Lee pie or something like that. But it was still good. Got a little bit of it left, probably about a quarter of it left in the fridge. Might have to finish that off. I don't know, either tonight or sometime. Have to have to have to pick and choose my spots. Dude, that is so stupid right there. Like that's kind of actually like overdoing it on the crit stuff. And that is it's the damage there. The damage there and the damage there. That's 50% damage between these two items. Not counting the rest of my gear. But like, I don't know. I could totally like make another set of robes. That's 15% damage, 7% chance to crit, and whatever. Um, and that 15% damage is coming from the epic rune that I put in it. So if I'm getting 15% chance to crit, 15% crit damage, which is just so much more, it's treating it more like rogue gear. Which I'm telling you, if I had a rogue set and everything was set up to crit chance and crit damage, like just because rogue gear is instead of 30 mana regen per second, it would be like 12% crit damage. And you just got to get the crits, and it's easy to put crit chance into all of your shit. Which I do. I have almost too much of it, I think, if that's possible. I've got 7. 7, that's 14. 24. 37. 44. 57. 67. 71. I'm not sure if this is only if you're using them, though. So 71, but that could theoretically only be more around like the, the 58, 59 mark. 71 if you want to count those, and then nothing. But this would put it at the 86, or at the very least like 73, 72 mark. So like I said, I don't know if you're using the daggers, does that crit chance only count for the daggers, or is it passively active all the time? And if that's the case, then this puts your crit chance right around the 90 mark with that crit damage. I do have that geared into my weapons as well. It's not geared into my gear though. My gear is based on mage stuff. Where if I had all rogue gear, I would have like 8, it's like 20, 28, like maybe 35. I don't know. I don't remember if it's crafted into rogue shields. Yeah, see, like it's 12 plus 5. That's 7. Okay, so it's 5. That's 17. The hood is 8. That'd be 25. I don't know what the boots are. And then the buckler. Yeah, the buckler doesn't have any crit in it. So I'm guessing the whole rogue set is right around the 40 range, 40 crit damage, and then you get your chance up, and that damage it counts a whole lot more than base damage, but it also stacks on top of regular damage. And I put a shit ton of damage. That's 10% damage, 15. That's 25% damage. Plus 20. That's 45% damage, just straight all damage. 55, 64, 94, 104, 113, 130, 130% base damage before you even calculate a critical. That's why just even basic attacks are hitting for ridiculous numbers. And then like the whole magic damage increase too. Cool, but if like honestly, like this right here, that 30%, that counts towards magic or daggers or anything you do. Bows, it doesn't matter. It's your damage period. So like if I were to just go ahead and just take this as the other thing, then I could make some new robes. And with the robes, I can put I don't know, an epic rune in there for a +1. That +1 to sorcery abilities, I have one automatically. It comes from, let's see, yeah, Twist of Fate. It comes from finishing. Yeah, I got +1 to finesse, +1 to might, just for finishing the Warsworn shit. That's pretty cool. Here it is. Yeah, +5 elemental damage across the board, and then +1 to sorcery abilities. So that's like guaranteed. I only need one item somewhere, you know. And you can make epic stuff that you can only put in armor. You can't put an epic
At
gem
last,
in
you
anything
come,
but
and
armor.
we can recover the key. I knew the Tuatha had taken hold of Cluricon, but I never thought it
Hey,
would be
Frosty,
like
what's
this.
up? What's going on?
When I last walked here, it was a solemn place, but beautiful. Kind Fae tended to the corners and halls.
How are you?
Now it lies silent, corrupted, and sullied. But we cannot dwell on what has transpired. To reach the key to the sorrows,
How is
we must first seek
Neo
3 votives
Cleo,
in addition to this one. They will grant us passage.
the dodger of bullets and vanquisher of those that are stingy with treats?
We must go deeper still into Sincere. The way is not open, however, to one that does not bear the proper votives. The votives were originally borne by Fae that tended this hollow, but I think they are held by something more sinister now. Goodbye.
Oh, go kill things and take their shit. Sounds pretty RPG-ish to me.
You have come.
Ah, well, there you go. Uh-oh. Well, you didn't get in any trouble at work, did you? I mean, you've been there long enough to where if you got a day that you got to take, then you got a day that you got to take. Ooh, man, I barely got that off. When I say I barely got that off. For reals. For reals is. I had a so-so day. Apparently, just like all the other drivers just decided to not show up today. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good. Sandpaper kisses. Yeah. Fucking cat tongues. Why do cat tongues like feel like 80 grit? They literally like 80 grit on the tongue because, you know, it's the way it is. Gotcha, bitch. Votive of leaf. Votive of leaf instead of loot of loot. I'll take loot of loot, I think, instead of votive of leaf. What do you mean votive of leaf? I had to kill a boss. Can I get something for it, please? Instead of this bullshit? Buddha shit. It's Buddha shit. Buddha shit. Buddha shit, I declared. Buddha shit. How did this thing get off? How did she even get that off? Or literally, I just nuked that hoe, and she still got off a spawn. She got off one of her maggot spawns, even though she just got nuked. Okay. I'm calling bullshit again. I'm calling bullshit. Bullshit. That is bullshit. What's that?
So you have gathered all the voters. Then we may continue onward to the next trial we must face, the Crying Eyes. When we reach them, then I will tell you more on the subject. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you gave me something worth having. The only crying eyes are mine because I'm not getting any actual loot out of this shit. You want to see some crying eyes? How about these crying eyes? Because I'm starving, because I'm broke. Can I get some loot up in... Can I get some loot up in this bitch? So I can stop these crying eyes? What's up, T? What's up, man? T, you've stepped in on crying eyes. The crying eyes of me not getting any shit for all this crap that I'm having to do for these people who can't do shit for themselves. Oh my God. I'm saving your ass and you're gonna give me some bullshit about some crying eyes. I'll show you crying eyes.
The way is clear. Come,
whatever.
let us press onward.
Just
There
saying.
is still another challenge to overcome. Before we can reach the key, we must bypass the Crying Eyes. Then the key to the sorrows will be
Yeah, I'm trying to
ours again.
bypass these crying eyes that I've got. How about something that's actually worth something?
Goodbye.
See some crying eyes. Motherfucker. All right, what did I discover? I don't see anything hidden here. Really? It said I discovered something hidden. My controller was vibrating and everything. It might have felt good for a moment, but that's not the point. Woo! How about that magic?
Here,
Yeah,
we
you
have
see
reached
those
the
crying eyes up there?
When this hollow was
That's
first
what I look
shaped,
like
those
when I have to
statues
almost
did not
die
weep.
13 times, and
But
then when I
now
kill
they weep
something,
for
it
all
gives me some
eternity.
shit that I
They
gotta give
alone
back to
guard
you.
the way to the
Anyway,
key. You must approach them, mortal.
can I get
They
some
will
of
show
this?
you the way forward.
Can I get some
if
loot
only
here,
you answer
please?
them.
That's what my eyes look like. That's what our eyes looked like yesterday. We were talking about losing pets and shit. That's what we were all like, dude. This was us yesterday. Tell me I'm lying. It wasn't us yesterday. Oh, it was. That wasn't. What? Getting all emotional yesterday. That didn't affect your job today, did it, Frosty? I mean, that wouldn't. That wasn't it, was it?
Approach the Crying Eyes and observe. They show you the knowledge you need to advance. Answer what they ask, and we shall be free to continue. Goodbye.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, 1, 3, 2. Okay. Was that literally it? Well, how do I get the... Dude, how the hell do I get down there? Oh, right here, I guess. Man, serpent skin. That sounds pretty gangster, but I don't know. I guess did we do it right? I guess we did it right. Go claim the key. So nothing else is going to try to kill me, right? Of course something else is going to try to kill me. It has to. Assassin's boots? I mean, all this shit is sounding kind of cool, I'm not going to lie.
That is the key to the sorrows, mortal. It is perhaps not the sort you are used to, but that is certainly it.
Nice,
It is
I
a
guess.
branch of the ancient and wizened tree whose roots touch this world and Ashara, the plane of magic to which all Fae belong. It is a branch of the gallows tree. The sorrows take the form of the gallows tree in both realms, and this branch creates the bridge between them. Come, let us ferry it to Bizarane. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Fucking seriously? Oh, you could have taken me with you with that whatever. Never mind. You know, I'm really getting sick of this shit. I'm sick of all this. Ew, let me show off and I'll just teleport to wherever I want to go. Sucks that you're stuck with long legs. Fuck you. That's basically what they're telling me. For reals, man. It's kind of messed up if you think about it. They're just like, hey, watch me teleport. Go fuck yourself. Sorry, it's going to take you a long time to get there. Serpent skin tunic. What the fuck is that? Fire damage. Like, I mean, that would be pretty cool as a mage with rogue armor. I mean, the armor rating on that shit isn't terrible either. For rogue gear, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. What's this? 15% damage with daggers. 15% damage. 5% crit hit damage. Damn. That's pretty gangster. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. I actually took this off. Like, that's just killer. I took that off to keep this, but I don't know, man. Maybe +1 to my sorcery abilities isn't all that big of a deal. Maybe if I found something like, I don't know, crit damage with magic and +1 sorcery abilities, you know, maybe. But like this right here, that 15% elemental damage is pretty sick. And this is even sicker. That's even sicker. Yeah, I think what I do is I make some robes that give me +1 to sorcery abilities as an epic gem. But I think, honestly, I think it's like, no, you can get +1 to everything. You can get +1 to all 3 things. You can get +2 to like the first 4 tiers, or you can just get +1 to might, sorcery, and rogue abilities. Won't affect my might abilities too much because I'm not really using any. But it would give me +2 to all the rogue things I'm doing, which is daggers, right? Because I already have +1 to rogue abilities because I finished the rogue, the travelers, the thieves guild thing. And I've got +1 native to my character because I finished the Mages Guild too. And I did the warrior, the Fate Swan, whatever those pussies are called. I did that too. So I've got +1 there automatically anyway. So if I did choose to take anything from the warrior tree, I would automatically have +2 to whatever. I just need an epic gem that gives me +1 to all three things. Put it in some robes, and then I can get rid of this, and I could just use this. I don't even have to put crit chance into my robes, because it would be covered by that. And I wouldn't need this either. I would probably just put any damage I could into my robes, and then like mana cost or just extra mana type of thing, and just not really worry about it. Hold on, I gotta pee. I'm back. It does. It does. And no, you're definitely right. I fucking hate it. I hate teleport dodge. In fact, I play characters that just I don't use any of the magic shit just whatsoever. Any of the magic because it comes automatically with this bullshit right here. With your magic hybrid or just straight up magic destinies, right? Ice Blink, with the Rogue Mage, it's Poison Blink, but it's the same shit. It's got a delay on it. So if you dodge when you're trying to dodge, then you just get hit and it gets you killed. You have to pre-dodge. You have to pre-dodge before they project the ability, which they haven't even done yet. So it's like it's really fucking annoying. You're basically supposed to use it as a weapon. Short range teleport with ice effect, it replaces dodge. And the only immunity it gives you is if you do it ahead of time. So yeah, I fucking hate it. Like, dude, just straight up dodge is just like dodge roll. Like, it's totally legit. That's why you'll see me play characters like Warrior Rogue, where it's might and finesse, and I've just got daggers, and I've just got a greatsword. And I use my greatsword as like a really big dagger. And then I just literally stack everything into that. All the might abilities, all the reaver abilities, and all the rogue dagger abilities, and the poison, and the crit damage buff you get from the rogue tree. Like, that's huge. If you incorporate it here, you pretty much have to just, if you don't want this stupid bullshit right here, then you have to go basically just finesse. And so you do the ranged attack is wasted, right? Unless you're using a bow, which is cool, I guess. 60% damage resistance while dodging. So it's not iframes, but it's close. 12% chance to crit hit, but no huge amount of crit damage. But that comes with your gear anyway. So, like, yeah, I mean, this is underwhelming. Might finesse is kind of cool. because it's melee attack damage and it's ranged, so I don't really use ranged. But you get a 12% chance to crit, piercing damage, and some cool things after you kill something, right? Type of thing. So it's honestly about the same thing. Crit chance, melee attack damage. I guess finesse is slightly better. More ranged. None of the melee. So like you could, yeah, totally go might finesse. And then you at least get some melee attack damage. And see, ranged attack doesn't count towards chakrams because chakrams are actually a melee weapon. And the only way to upgrade them is in the magic tree. So you'd kind of have to roll like that. So like this right here. Might, finesse, sorcery. And then it's just melee, ranged, magic, +3 to all skills, blah, blah, blah. +3 to all skills is your shit like lockpicking and blacksmithing and shit like that, which is cool. But by the time you get to tier 6, everything that you want, you've already put points into. So all this would do is, and 10% chance to crit. I mean, I guess it's all your damages. It's +20%. That's pretty big, you know. And throw crits on top of that, but you can way better fine tune your stuff. I mean, the benefits are in the sorcery, finesse. Like that's your benefits. Problem is anything sorcery related, your dodge is completely broken, really. But you can use it as a weapon. So if you treat your dodge as an offensive weapon, like Ice Step in Dragon Age Inquisition, if you treat it like that, then there's something to be said for that. And literally everything you do is a weapon. And that you can actually phase shift through your enemies as they're attacking you. And you do teleport through them, and you do some ice effect. It may not be like damage per se, but it can be slow, frost, freeze, like that type of shit. I mean, there you go. I'm not really in the habit of that. I prefer the basic dodge in any game I play, to be honest. Just that comes from a Souls fan, like a Dark Souls fan, Demon Souls fan. Like I prefer just a dodge. That when I dodge, I dodge. And if I get hit, okay, then I just mistimed it. That's on me. But yeah, you're right. The phase step or teleport step that the mage has is like completely, it's like it lags. Like it's like there's a lag to it. And it, yeah, throws your timing off completely. And you don't really phase step that far. So it's like if you phase step twice, it's like it takes 3 times too long, and then enemies have a better chance of catching up to you and killing you and finishing you off than had you never done it in the first place. You should have just fucking sprinted, right? Instead of I should have just fucking sprinted and got the fuck out of there, right? That's how I see it. So no, you're not alone in that. That's definitely a thing. Okay, this is something I'm doing here and actually in a little bit, but for right now, we got to go all the way back up here. No, I agree. Honestly, instant dodge roll just feels more natural. When I hit the button, I should do it. And if I mistime that, well, that's on me. I mean, I'm cool with that, but I mean, in Dark Souls, how many times did you do a perfect dodge and you got hit anyway? Okay, cool. But I mean, I get that. I don't get having to do this shit ahead of time. But like I say, you see the little frost effect, the little snowflakes and shit, right? So like that's you can use it as an offensive weapon.
You have the key to the sorrows.
Basically,
That was well done.
you're dodging
Indeed,
into attacks,
everything you have
which
done is more
honestly
than I could have possibly hoped
is good to do
for.
in
My
Dark
reliance on
Souls
you
too.
to this point was never my initial
A lot of
plan.
times, dodge
I only needed
into
Halarok
the
dead
attack
at the hands of
as
someone
opposed to
else.
away from it. Because even if
But
your
when I
iframes
learned how
last, if
willing you
the
were to
attack
hound
catches
the
up to you,
Tuatha,
it
I
hits you
thought
anyway.
You would rise to every occasion.
True story.
You became
I never
my
really got into that
faithful
habit the way I
instrument.
should, but
And you continually demonstrate your most valuable quality, your inability to understand the Fae. Do you think that I was without potential servants within this house? That I was forced to wait until you came? No. I had many options at my
yeah, this dude was
disposal.
the enemy the entire time.
But a
Okay.
mortal would know nothing of a Fae's behavior, his values, his reasoning.
A mortal
might
is
never learn
worth
that
10 times
second
more
in
than you
eye
because you
are
can't
one
do
in the
shit.
Fae.
You're supposed to be immortal, and you're the most useless piece of shit. I'm gonna kill you first,
You
bitch.
threaten me with death as though it is some great finality.
Oh, it's gonna be final when I kill you.
Testify to the contrary. I will excuse your inevitable resistance, but if you have any sense, then you already know that you cannot reach me nor follow me. We part ways here.
This was always the traitor.
Find comfort.
thought I
in things,
remembered
but
that.
You will be long dead before the sorrows flood the minds of your mortal armies. Mercer will cut you down here. Farewell.
And this dude is once again a complete vagina bitch pussy. A complete vagina bitch pussy. Again.
No, they're gonna kill the eldest.
God damn it. There's no way I could have gotten that 100% right there.
You survived. For better or worse, I know not. The house is in ruins, the eldest lie butchered, and Bizarane has betrayed us to the Tuatha.
Of course.
He must be denied. For our honored sorrow, our broken pride, our due vengeance.
Me, me. And you can't do a single thing for your fucking self. You sound like a fucking liberal that's so possessed with yourself that you need the world to just be destroyed around you to make yourself worthwhile because you're completely useless and you have no value to the universe whatsoever. And any value that you might have, you deny it while you fucking hate everything that actually has some value. Like ethics, morals, Christians. This is like a universal life lesson right here.
He is at the birthplace of summer and winter, where the Weeping King first pooled the anguish and decay inherent in all winter fae, Ashara. It is the plane from which all fae descend when they are reborn, and to which they return when they die. It is a place of pure magic. I fear you may have had enough of secrets, but here is mine. I am the Weeping King reborn. Bizarane needed a key to reach the sorrows. I do not.
Well, then let's go. You fucking...
I do not know what will happen if I attempt to bring you into Ashara, but you have a strong will. That alone may save you. Bizarane has a head start on us. However short, it is likely still enough. Be on your guard.
At least
You
she's
must hurry.
willing to try. Haven't met any other fae that were worth one single fuck. Like, if they had 1,000 fucks given, they would still not be worth even negative 1 million fucks. Like, they're the most worthless pieces of shit.
You have a strong force of will. Stronger than I felt possible. I have never heard tell of a mortal that
Yeah, wait till you see what I do while I'm here. There's a lot of asses that need to be kicked. And a lot of gum that needs to be chewed. I don't see any gum here.
I walked this place
You know what I'm saying?
and shaped the ground. That tree in the center.
It is the embodiment of the
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Sorrows.
chop that shit down too.
Vizirain
I'm
will
tired of
be
you
there,
fucking
but
useless,
he has
goddamn,
prepared himself.
immortal
This barrier
pontificating
keeps us from
Democrat.
him and
Fucking,
our
you
other
are,
magics at
you
work.
embody everything evil and you destroy everything. And when you actually have to fight, you're a fucking coward, pussy, piece of bitch, piece of shit, bitch. All you want to do is just make everything worse around you. Yeah, I'm fucking sick of that. I don't have
You
time.
may be right, mortal. If we strike at weak points, the barrier will fall. Now let us go. Vizirain is correct in that he can manipulate the magic of this place, but we can manipulate it as well, if not as easily. The barrier is strong, but it feeds off nexuses of energy and those are vulnerable. We must destroy them to reach Vizirain.
Okay. Whatever.
We must hurry.
Let me get Skelly Bro in here. With Skelly Bro, we can't lose.
We meet again, mortal. Can I truly be here? Standing before the Sorrows? I remember no swords, fire, and then nothing. But he brought me back to fight you. I cannot I
What
can't.
a pussy.
I'm sorry,
He's
mortal.
such a pussy.
So sorry.
More of your fucking elven push button sex toys, man. Really getting tired of these too, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really getting tired of these. Oh my god, to get to my innermost places, you gotta push the button on my vibrating massage toy. Everywhere I go with these fucking fae, that's your immortality? Seriously though? Yeah, we're just gonna follow her.
You dare tread here. A mortal dare shows himself in the sacred
I'm getting
lands of the
preached at,
House of
y'all.
Sorrows. I have been dead a short time, and already I learned so much since he raised me. You are the cause of all this.
Oh.
Vizirain relied on you for his plans.
Oh, yeah.
Because of
The only
you,
one
the
that can
house
save
is
you is
dead.
now the guilty one. Get wrecked, ho. Get wrecked. Guys, I'll take all this good stuff. I guess she took the shortcut. Nice. Hold on a second. What was that? Oh, it's just mage armor. It's basic mage armor at this point. Huh. Sorry. But I'm gonna go refill. Yeah, that's the spirit weave mage armor. There's like literally like what would you say? Unique, like they're always purple. There's purple armors like for all the classes. Really cool stuff. And some of it's like cross class. So like if you're like kind of doing two things, it'll kind of cover both of those in a way. And so if you ever like played through this game in a no crafting run, you wanted to challenge yourself, no crafting. I'm going to build my character solid, but I'm not going to craft. I'm just going to find the gems, and if I can equip them, cool. If it has slots, cool. right? But I'm not going to craft gems. I'm not going to craft armor. I'm not going to craft weapons. I'm just going to just go with what I find. It's a really solid way to play. It's honestly the perfect way to play because it's all about the loot, but you're taking out one of the greatest things that this game has to offer, which is the crafting system. You're saying, well, I'm not going to use it, and it's 100% playable that way. But on the same token, you don't get to like min-max your character like the way you want to. Although still using just stuff that you find in the game and trying to stack that stuff with rings and things like that. Like all these rings and amulets, I looted all this shit. So yeah, the armor is something, but it's definitely something you can do without. And you can find much cooler looking shit than this, both with the mages and the rogues and the the strength or warrior armors. You know, if you're an aficionado of the game, you can do an Alan Shear playthrough on the game. You pretty much have to get through the main part of the game and then come back and do everything later type of thing. It would be sketchy a little bit, but you can get Alan Shear's entire armor set and her daggers and just roll with like just daggers and just play like that. I would, if I ever come back to this, I might actually do that. I was thinking I was going to do like a rogue a rogue setup mage where I do all the mage stuff, but I have rogue gear. But really, just an Alan Shear thing. Uh, I don't think she has a hood piece. She might have a circlet. Not sure if she has a circlet or not. I don't think she has a hood piece. I think it's just armor and a set of daggers, and it's got set stats on it. Now those stats can vary a little bit, but it's basically got set stats. But you can basically look exactly like her. Well, you don't get her hairstyle, which fucking sucks because like it's like why can't I give my character that hairstyle? It's fucking awesome. Well, you can't, but outside of that, you can play a Docklefar and you can get her armor set and her daggers. Her daggers they're not amazing, but they're okay. You can play with them.
Finally, you have come. I must admit, I did not give you credit when last we faced each other. But now, I am here.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck your shit again, bitch.
My master has raised me to protect his labors, and I will oblige him. You may have bested me previously, but you will not do so again.
No, I will totally do so again.
Perhaps if I take your head here, my master will have faith in me once again.
Sounds like you're sucking
Shall
a dick
we find out?
for eternity. You're a master. Sounds like your master just wants BJs all day long, and y'all are willing to oblige for eternity. You will give your master a BJ for eternity, and you're just willing to do that. Shame on you. Any of you guys want to serve a master that demands that you give BJs for eternity? You'll serve as his lapdog for eternity? I mean, that's what a lot of modern churches teach you, is that you're supposed to do that. And if you don't, you're going to hellfire. God never said that. That is the opposite of the truth. But that's what they teach you. And they'll pervert a verse here and a verse there. I don't know. If they gave you a verse a week, you might get through the Bible in about 670 years. That's not much to go on, friend.
And so you have finally reached me. I have waited, mortal. The longest of any I have waited. And now Bizarane has raised me against my will to be part of his design.
It sounds familiar.
I sought to stop him. I found the plan he had conspired, and I fled the house, for I knew not what to do. But I could have stopped this scheme. And then you came and killed me. And now I am a puppet to his will. He cannot be stopped, mortal. Bizarane
Bunch of pussies and quitters. Sound like a bunch of liberals to me. Now I'm going to grab my loot first, just in case you try to fuck me out of this too. You've screwed me out of a lot of loot. Oh, we got to level. That's nice. What was I doing? Persuasion? Yeah, I was getting some persuasion. Okay, so that's that. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Let me go back to the shit that I'm actually using. Let's make sure everything is upgraded as much as possible. This is only for staff and scepter. I'm not using a staff or a scepter, so that doesn't matter at all. Sweet. Okay, so honestly, I need one more point in sorcery. Like literally just one more point. No, I actually need more than that. I need enough to get the highest tier of the mage tree. Seriously, yeah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want to break those down. I want to break that down too for some reason. I think maybe I might use that. Maybe. Probably not. Wow. Okay, I'm not lying, man. That's pretty gangster. But the damage I've got here, yeah. But if you weren't crafting, that would be an amazing headpiece. If you weren't crafting, right? Just in case this is stupid. This dude might get invincibilities and phases and modes and shit like that.
You have slain what
It's
vestiges
possible.
of your past I could conjure, and the barrier has fallen. So now, we are here. You think your presence here can stay my spells? The last words have been uttered. You are too late to stop me.
Uh-huh.
I cannot. You do not understand, Fey mortal. What I do is for the good of all the Winter Kingdom. There are fires coming to this world.
Tuatha
I've
Dick.
glimpsed a fleeting shadow of them, and I am awed and scared. and humble.
Oh, Satan scared
Only the
you,
two
so
of us
you
will be able
said,
to bear
I'll
these
suck your dick for
tribulations. So we
eternity
must survive
if
this
you
war.
let me live.
Now, you understand why I must fight.
Yeah, you're a
I have
fucking...
to fight.
You're a hoe, is what you are. You're a fucking hoe. It's actually a pretty good fight, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Vizirain may be dead, but the death blow is still his. The sorrows have already begun escaping their seal. We need to act quickly, or this will all be for nothing. I must seal the sorrows within myself. It is a noble sentiment, mortal, but you do not understand. They must be anchored in Ashara, and you cannot remain here. Only I can. But
You see her
please,
bleeding?
bear witness to this last act. Tell the world what happened here, how the House's sorrows ended. We must hurry.
Beautiful. She actually dies for this. She's the most gangster fae in the history of ever. And of course it's a woman, because dudes are just bitches, man. +5 elemental damage. +5 damage versus Fae. Tuatha included, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it, man. It's kind of fucked up, man. She takes all that death on herself because she's the only one that can do it. She's pretty gangster, man. I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty gangster. Yeah, for reals. That was actually that was, I'm not gonna lie, man, that was a good fight. I had to use I didn't use any buffs. I didn't use any um like pots and buffs and tonics and shit like that, but still, I mean, just for like just a straight up fight, that was legit. I could have died a couple times there. All right, I kind of really need to sell some stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go sell shit. Nice. Let's see. No, first I'm gonna go break down. I'm gonna go break down some shit at the blacksmithing bench. Stuff that I probably want later. I don't know how much more crafting I'm gonna do here, like as far as that goes, but whatever. Let's see if I can use any of these trainers too.
Eyes on the well, Warsworn. Good to meet you. Have you come for scout training? So long.
I guess that's detect hidden. It's probably detect hidden training.
Well fought. I haven't had a beating that bad since the first war.
Minimum. Minimum one thing, maximum the other. Either I'm too high or too low. Yeah, that sucks. All right, let me go ahead and save here. Yep. And I'm going to go refill. I'll be back. Right, man. 250? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, I just want flawless magnifying rivets. That's exactly what I'm looking for, I think. Yeah, don't really need anything from that. Plus one of my abilities. Let me save. I Minus 20, man. Weird. Balance frosted staff. All I can do is sell that. I'm not actually using that. That's garbage. That's garbage. Prismere Flame Disc. Problem is, the only disc I really want to look towards is the Mathurin Prismere shit or something like that. You know, basic grip, ebony shock dowel. That's about the only two things that I actually want to really take a look at, to be honest. I mean, fire is cool because you can get enemies burning or whatever, but I'd rather have them frozen or stunned. Shock stuns and ice freezes. Shock also knocks back, and ice also slows. So, yeah. These are the two things here, I think. Simple, 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 huh? Okay, and that's actual bullshit right there. Let's see. Simple, simple, huh? We've run into this shit before, and I've had to fucking, like, do this 1,000 times, move out here, fucking reload a save, fucking reset the console. It's really annoying. That's garbage. It's garbage. Maybe I can do it before. Nope. No. So quit that. All right, so restart console. Like those are high caliber items. Blue is the only thing below purple. So yeah, man. Everything that makes that item what it is, you should have some access to it. If you break it down, you should have access to like at least like some rivets or a binding or a wrap or just some shit like that, right? And we're getting shit that isn't even in that item. So that is yeah, way not cool. 100,000 billion% not cool. Oh, Fable. All right. I think this battery might actually be dead. This rechargeable? I think it might actually be dead. Or it says it recharged and it didn't. This one still works. I know it does. Might have to get a new set of these, as well as a new controller. Especially if I want to play with Frosty on uh, Lord of the Rings. I want to take a look at this real quick, though. $100 for pre-order. $100 for pre-order. $100. 80 gigs. That seems about right.
Albion doesn't need heroes. It needs a hero. And that hero is me.
That's it? That's all you got? Anything else you say is going to make people not buy this game? What a 3C, blah, blah, blah. You got to pay $100 for a toy chicken and jam, scones and jam picnic hamper. And fuck you, man. Fuck you. Why does that feel like a woke loot grab? What a fucking shame, man. It's probably an accumulation of every woke, liberal, fucking satanic version of video game development we've seen in the last 15 years. All in one. This is going to make Inquisition look like something Donald Trump would fucking develop if he had a game studio. This is going to make Inquisition look like that. I am not getting this game. Somebody's going to have to convince me to get that game. What a fucking crying shame. What a piece of woke fucking money grabbing, goddamn getting ripped off again by Satan's fucking children. The Kenites just fucking giving us another piece of shit, and they're sticking their cactus dick out to stick in our asses and our mouths, and we have to pay for it. Not cool, man. Not cool. What the fuck does any of that have to do with anything? Nah, no interest whatsoever. They're too stupid to know that they turned somebody with some common sense off with that shit. They're too stupid to know that. That means they're not capable of making a game that's worth a fuck. That's cool, though. I got a remaster of Lord of the Rings War in the North. That'll keep me busy. Hopefully past February. That piece of shit can go fucking die in a satanic fire. Give me some rivets or bindings or something. It's actually worth having because these basic, simple, those aren't even in these items. Not really sure how we're salvaging something for something that doesn't even fucking exist. I'm about to actually lose my shit. You know what? If I can't have it, I'm just going to go sell this shit. How about that? I'll try it one more time and then I'm done. I will call that a day. Let's see, what time is it? 3 in the morning? This is about the 5th or 6th time the game has done this to me, so yeah, this is a little bit annoying. No, this is really, really fucking annoying. Done.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of corn.
Shut up, bitch. Dude, that thing's sick. I'll just sell that shit. If you're not gonna let me have it, then I'll just sell it. Hand wraps is 40. What? Mana cost 5. Blah blah blah. I'm not getting rid of those. Well, this goes back. That's all right. I'll get more. I'll get more of that shit anyway. Prismere Frost Disc. Yeah, probably not making any more of that.
Back again.
All right, how do we get rid of Ancilla dolls? I'll get rid of these. Hopefully I'll get some XP while getting rid of them. Get rid. Get rid of Ancilla dolls. Okay. Private Uda Janara. Ancilla Camp. Private Uda Janara at the Ancilla Camp. Okay, I just have to go there. Yeah, I just want to get 3 items out of my inventory. Ancilla Camp, they are, let's see, somewhere around here, I think. Cody's Camp, Ancilla's Camp. I think that's her right there.
Blessed Lyria, I know you. That's right. The last time I saw you was when you dangled from the Baylor like a drop of spittle on a Bolgan's chin. Mercy, the hero of Melson's
She salutes you.
I'd know the face anywhere. Let me guess. The army has you out here on a special mission? Me, I'm just trying to live through the nights, trying to find a bit of time to myself, explore. May the heavens fall! Do you have any idea what these are? These are Lady Ancilla's children, the lost dolls of Lady Ancilla, last bride of House Ancilla. I'd hoped to go on the hunt for these once we drove out the Bulgan, but I don't see that happening in the near future. Maybe we can work together, meaning you keep searching the Kaled coast for the rest of the dolls, and I can compensate you if you find them. I'd try the Ancilla
I wish
ruins.
you would take the 3 that you have right now and you could just
The dolls
leave.
were last seen on Lady Ancilla when her family was killed by the Bulgan.
Nice. I'll be back. Hold on. I gotta pee. Cool. So, $5.99 in armor is actually pretty cool. Okay. Nice. All right, so where is this last one? Where is it? It's at Castle Ancilla. Oh, I probably didn't pick it up. Ooh, it's right here. Sweet. Where y'all at? Wow, bitch. That, like, seriously wanted to fuck me over right there. Didn't give me anything I actually wanted, but I get this shit out of my inventory, I think.
You found the dolls? Wonderful! Just wait until my sister gets her eyes on them. They'll wipe the sneer right off her ugly face.
Her
So tell
ugly
me,
face.
was there any truth to the old legend that there's something special about them, the dolls? Then the gems are yours, as compensation for your work. I am happy to keep the dolls, for they are a part of history. Thank you again. I cannot wait to tell my sister about how the hero of Melsenshire solved the mystery of Lady Ancilla's children.
Five. Thank you. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Shadow prisms. Nice. Well, now we can do this. So, yeah. Got that. All good.
Yes, flee. Flee and live. Turn back or die. Then you shall die like the others before you. I made an oath to protect my house and my homeland. No power short of death can keep me from fulfilling my duties. I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. You even bear the blessing of my sister. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. I cannot
your
let you
house
in without
is
a
corrupt.
fight, and you cannot win against me. If only things could be different. If only the Tuatha were gone and my sister was back. Enough. We could fight each other until the mountains wear away, but that will aid nothing. My sister and I were chosen to protect our kind. So long as our houses stood, the Fae would never pass from this world. I in pride, and she in valor. We never imagined that our houses could crumble beneath our feet. Mortals led to the collapse of my sister's house.
It's mortals.
But with Gadflow's help, they shall not have mine. He may taint pride with his Prismere and his obscene god, but it will keep us eternal.
No, you're you're even worse off.
I cannot yield, but if your true intent is to stop Gadflow, then perhaps there is a way my house and my honor could remain pure. If you would promise to spare the House of Pride, then we could put aside our powers and have an honest battle. Win, and your army may pass. I expected treachery from any friend of Sidon the...
You know, I'm tired of dealing with these fucking Fae, man. I don't feel good about that, but...
Until one night, when nature changed its
He demanded
course,
that
and
shit.
Gadflow, like an errant thread...
I don't have to convince you to stop being a fucking tool of the devil. I don't have to convince you to stop being a liberal. You chose to be a fucking human zombie, pedophile supporting, child molesting supporting piece of shit. You chose to be a Democrat. It's not my duty to save you from that. I gave you more chances than anybody should get. And you just still chose to be that. Fuck you. And fuck the satanic cactus penis that you're willing to die upon, because it's going to die in the fire too. True story.
Not quite yet. We still need that gate open before the army can move in, and only the House of Pride can clear the path for us. I'll send a few soldiers along to help. Meanwhile, I'll get the other troops ready to move into Alabastra once that gate opens. The gate to Alabastra's still closed, and we can't open it without the House of Pride's help. Clean out the Tuatha inside, and we can move on.
Good, go kill more of these
Get that gate open, and
fucking
the army
liberals.
will be ready to go.
Make the world a better place. True story. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thanks. What's her name? From Skyrim? Lydia. Thanks, Lydia. Lydia, you fucking cunt. Get the fuck out of the way.
How can one fade?
Why are you just blocking this doorway for no god damn fucking real reason? Doesn't make any sense, man. You know what? I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I don't think it's early. It's well after 3 in the morning, but I'm gonna get some rest. I really actually am. I'm gonna actually get some rest. And we'll just carry on with this tonight. If you guys are here, cool. If not, then have a good rest of your week. We're already going on to hump day. The hump in the hump day. Hump day. Hump day. Mike. What day is it? Hump day. That was one of the coolest commercials ever made. Along with the bud frogs. Bud, ribbit, bud. And then wait, it was another Bud commercial where it was with that. And it was all football, right? Everybody's watching football and they're with that. And if you didn't go along with that, then you were just a bitch, right? I don't know who came up with that shit, man, but that was epic back in the day, man. And then they turned Bud Light into tranny piss. Transvestite. Fucking Dylan. Tranny piss. And completely just fucked up the entire game. It's like that kind of like fucked up the NFL. And now Peyton Manning is sucking tranny dick. Going along with Bud Light commercials. And of course, Dallas's star running back is along with it. And anything from Dallas should be sucking tranny dick because fuck the Cowgirls. And anybody that's a fan of them.
With you here,
If that offends you, don't really care. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and I'll be back tomorrow. If you guys want to come hang out, cool. If not, then you guys have a good rest of your week. Be blessed. Do the right thing. There you go. All right, yeah, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to check on my fantasy teams. And then I'm going to get some sleep. Maybe even have time. Maybe to watch at least like half of a movie. Or I'll just put Shepherd's Chapel up on YouTube and just go to sleep listening to that. And that's a good day. That's a good day. All right, guys. Yeah, let me get out of here. Good stream. I think. All right. Good night, everybody. You guys, have a good one. God bless. You guys, take care. Stay safe and be smart.